Hello students, Jinali Shah welcomes you all on behalf of Saraswat International Academy. Today we will begin with the next part of the chapter Cell, the Unit of Life. In the previous lecture we have studied what is cell, we have studied regarding the cell theory, we have studied which components are present within the cell, and also we have studied the two different types of cell, prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. Prokaryotic cell is a cell where the nucleus is not surrounded by a nuclear membrane, whereas eukaryotic cell is a cell whose nucleus is surrounded by a nuclear membrane. Students, in the present lecture, today we will be studying regarding the prokaryotic cell in detail. So let us begin with the detailed study of a prokaryotic cell. The prokaryotic cell, see students, it is a Greek word. Pro, it means primitive, karyon, it means nucleus. So those cells which have a primitive nucleus, or those cells whose nucleus is not well developed, primitive means not well developed, such cells are called as the prokaryotic cell. So prokaryotic cells, they are represented by bacteria, blue-green algae, mycoplasma and PPLO. It means pleuropneumonia-like organisms. So students, these are some of the examples of the prokaryotic cells. Blue-green algae, bacteria, mycoplasma and PPLO. Now, students, their size is generally smaller and they multiply more rapidly than the eukaryotic cell. As their size is smaller, the division capacity in them is more than the eukaryotic cells. Now students, we will find variety of the shapes of prokaryotic cells. So what are the diversity of the shapes in the prokaryotic cells? Which different types of shapes are found in the prokaryotic cells? Students, the prokaryotic cells, they vary in size and shape. The four basically when we talk about prokaryotic cell, generally we considered bacteria as the most important example. So now when we are concerned regarding the bacteria, in bacteria we find basically four shapes. One is a bacillus type of bacteria whose shape is rod-like. Then there are cocci or coccus shaped bacteria which are spherical in shape. Vibrio shaped or you can say comma shaped bacteria, and finally spirillum, which means spiral shaped bacteria. So when we consider the prokaryotic cell, in them we find four basic shapes. Bacillus are rod-like bacteria, coccus are spherical shaped bacteria, Vibrio are comma shaped bacteria, and spirillum is the spiral shaped bacteria. See students, here there is a diagram given which shows the comparison of the eukaryotic cell with the other organism. See students, this is the eukaryotic cell, right? Here you can see that the nucleus is surrounded by a nuclear membrane. You can see variety of the organelles here. But these all organisms are prokaryotic. This is a bacteria. You can see the size. The size of a typical bacteria is approximately 1 to 2 micrometer. PPLO, they are very small organisms whose size is about 0.1 micrometer. These are viruses whose size is 0.02 to 0.2 micrometer. Whereas when we consider a eukaryotic cell, its size is approximately 10 to 20 micrometer. So prokaryotic cells are very smaller in size compared to the eukaryotic cell. But the division capacity is more in a prokaryotic cell compared to the eukaryotic cell. That is, prokaryotic cell divides faster compared to the eukaryotic cells. Now, what is present within a prokaryotic cell? The organization of prokaryotic cell is fundamentally similar, even though prokaryotic exhibit a wide variety of shapes and function. Now, what is present within the prokaryotic cell? Different types of prokaryotic cell का structure internally similar है, though they have variety of shapes and function. देर आर वेराइटीज ऑफ द शेप्स, हमने देखा कि बैक्टीरिया देर आर 4 शेप्स. सो स्ट्रक्चरली या शेप के बेसिक कंसिडर करें देन देर आर वेराइटी ऑफ शेप, बट दे हैव फंडामेंटली सिमिलर स्ट्रक्चर. उनका जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, उनके अंदर जो कंपोनेंट्स है, दो देयर शेप्स आर डिफरेंट but the components present within the cell are similar. So what is the general structure of a prokaryotic cell? All prokaryotes have a cell wall surrounding the cell membrane except in mycoplasma. So all the prokaryotic cell will have a cell wall, and then after that there will be cell membrane. So outer to the cell membrane they will have the cell wall. Exception, a prokaryotic cell without a cell wall is the mycoplasma. So all the prokaryotes except the mycoplasma will have the cell wall which is found surrounding the cell membrane. Now, inner to the cell membrane they consist of a fluid matrix. So the fluid matrix which fills the cell is called as the cytoplasm. So within the cell is the presence of the cytoplasm. There is no well defined nucleus. Nucleus is not surrounded by a nuclear membrane. And ये जो region है जहाँ पे nucleus होता है, that region is called as a nucleoid. What is that region called as? It is called as a nucleoid. यहाँ पे nucleus is not surrounded by the nuclear membrane. The genetic material is basically naked. Naked it means it is not enveloped by a nuclear membrane. न्यूक्लियस के अंदर जेनेटिक मटेरियल होता है, क्रोमोसोम्स होते हैं. सो ये जो क्रोमोसोम्स है उसके सराउंडिंग न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन नहीं है. And therefore the genetic material is said to be naked. Now students, very important point for the prokaryote is, in addition to the genomic DNA, what is genomic DNA? The DNA which transmits the character from generation to generation. So in addition to genomic DNA, here the genomic DNA is basically single chromosome, or it may be a circular DNA. Apart from the genomic DNA, the bacteria, they have small circular DNA outside the genomic DNA. Listen very carefully. जो प्रोकैरियोटिक सेल्स होते हैं उनमें जीनोमिक डीएनए के अलावा एक दूसरा डीएनए भी होता है. से फॉर एग्जाम्पल दिस इज अ प्रोकैरियोटिक सेल. ओके, से फॉर एग्जाम्पल ये नॉर्मल डीएनए है. दिस इज विच डीएनए? दिस इज अ जीनोमिक डीएनए विच इज रेस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर द हेरिडिटी कैरेक्टर्स. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस जीनोमिक डीएनए, the prokaryotic cells, mainly the bacteria, it also consists of the another small circular DNA which is not a genomic DNA. So this extra DNA or this small circular DNA which is outside the genomic DNA, it is called as the plasmid. What is it called as? It is called as the plasmid. So very important point differentiating the prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell is the presence of the plasmid. Eukaryotic cell में सिर्फ genomic DNA normally होता है, but prokaryotic cells में apart from the genomic DNA there is a presence of small circular DNA which occurs outside the genomic DNA, and this small circular DNA occurring outside the genomic DNA is called as the plasmid. So this smaller DNA are called as the plasmids. Now there are certain phenotypic characters given by plasmid DNA. से DNA क्या करता है? जेनेटिक कैरेक्टर्स के लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल है. ओके, जो कैरेक्टर्स फिनोटिपिक कैरेक्टर्स, फिनोटिपिक यानी वी कैन सी, से फॉर एग्जांपल कोई भी ऑर्गेनिजम्स की हाइट की हम बात करते हैं तो हाइट के लिए कौन रिस्पॉन्सिबल है? हाइट के लिए जीन्स रेस्पॉन्सिबल है. बट आर वी एबल टू सी द जीन्स थ्रू नेकेड आइज? नो. लेकिन वो जीन्स ने हाइट को एक्सप्रेस किया है. सो हाइट इज अ कैरेक्टर विच इज सीन. सो हाइट इज कंसिडर्ड एज व्हाट? फिनोटिपिक कैरेक्टर. सो जीनोमिक डीएनए हेरिडिटरी कैरेक्टर्स देगा, बट जो प्लाज्मिड डीएनए है वो भी सर्टेन कैरेक्टर्स, दे ऑल्सो गिव सर्टेन कैरेक्टर्स टू द प्रोकैरियोटिक सेल. So plasmid DNA confers certain phenotypic characters to such bacteria. जो DNA जो बैक्टीरिया में प्लाज्मिड है, सी देर विल बी सर्टन बैक्टीरिया कि जिसमें प्लाज्मिड नहीं होगा. बट अगर प्लाज्मिड है, if plasmid is present, then they give certain characters. This plasmid DNA is responsible for certain functions in the bacterial cell. So what is the property given to the bacteria by the plasmid DNA? The plasmid confers resistance to antibiotics. अगर जो DNA अगर बैक्टीरिया के अंदर प्लाज्मिड होगा, सो बेसिकली दैट बैक्टीरिया आर रेजिस्टेंट टू एंटीबायोटिक्स. एंटीबायोटिक्स की कोई भी इफ़ेक्ट वो बैक्टीरिया में दिखेगी नहीं. आप लोग ने देखा होगा कि कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि हम कितनी भी एंटीबायोटिक्स ले, फिर भी सर्टेन डिसीजेज आर नॉट ट्रीटेड, वो जल्दी क्योर नहीं होता है. क्यों? क्योंकि वो बैक्टीरिया के अंदर प्लाज्मिड होते हैं एंड ये प्लाज्मिड की एंटीबायोटिक की कोई भी इफ़ेक्ट आने नहीं देता है. एंड दैट इज़ द रीज़न वाई बैक्टीरिया डोंट डाई बाय द इफ़ेक्ट ऑफ एंटीबायोटिक्स. And another one is plasmid DNA is used to monitor bacterial transformation with the foreign DNA. So basically ये बायोटेक्नोलॉजी है जो आप 12th स्टैंडर्ड में स्टडी करोगे. So basically ये प्लाज्मिड DNA कोई अगर अपने को रिकॉम्बिनेंट DNA फॉर्म करना है, then the plasmid DNA plays the very very important role. So this is the property, these are the characters given by the plasmid DNA to the bacteria. First is they confer resistant to antibiotics, and secondly they are used to monitor bacterial transformation with the foreign DNA. Nuclear membrane is found in eukaryotes but not in prokaryotes. Now जो organelles मेम्ब्रेन बाउंड ऑर्गेनल्स यूकैरियोट्स में होते हैं, जैसे माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया है, गोल्गी एपेरेटस है, ऐसे कोई भी ऑर्गेनल्स प्रोकैरियोटिक सेल में नहीं दिखेंगे. सो नो ऑर्गेनल्स लाइक द वंस इन यूकैरियोट्स आर फाउंड इन प्रोकैरियोटिक सेल except for the ribosomes. So the only organelle found in the prokaryotic cell is a ribosome. Except for ribosomes, no other organelles are found in the prokaryotic cell. And one thing you have to keep in mind that ribosome is also a non-membrane bound organelle. उसके surrounding कोई भी membrane नहीं है. So membrane bound organelles which are present, membrane bound यानी ऐसे organelles जिसके surrounding membrane है. So membrane bound organelles which are found in eukaryotes, they are absent in the prokaryotic cell. The only organelle present in the prokaryotic cell is a ribosome, but this ribosome is a non-membrane bound organelle. Prokaryotes have something unique in the form of inclusions. So very important structure found in the prokaryotic cell is inclusions, and these inclusions are not present in the eukaryotic cell. A specialized differentiated form of cell membrane called mesosome is the characteristic of the prokaryotes. Okay, प्रोकैरियोट में मीसोसोम्स देखते हैं, एंड दिस मीसोसोम्स आर द मॉडिफिकेशंस ऑफ द सेल मेम्ब्रेन. से फॉर एग्जाम्पल ये सेल मेम्ब्रेन है, सो सेल मेम्ब्रेन विल फॉर्म द इनफोल्डिंग्स, एंड दिस इनफोल्डिंग्स ऑफ द सेल मेम्ब्रेन इट इज कॉल्ड एज द मीसोसोम्स. मीसोसोम्स का क्या फंक्शन है, वी विल स्टडी इट लेटर ऑन. So basically what are mesosomes? They are essentially the infoldings of the cell membrane. Suppose ये cell membrane है तो cell membrane के ये जो foldings है towards the inner side, what are they called as? They are called as the mesosomes. So peculiarity is the presence of inclusion. Inclusions are certain structures which will be helpful in storage purpose, जो फिर से हम बाद में देखेंगे. And there is another peculiar structure called mesosome, which is the infolding of the cell membrane found in the prokaryotic cells. Now which are the different structures found in the prokaryotic cell? Detail में study करते हैं. So cell envelope and its modification. Cell envelope यानी cell के layers, cell के surrounding कौन से layers है और उनका function क्या है. Most prokaryotic cells, particularly the bacterial cells, have chemically complex cell envelope. Though they are prokaryote, फिर भी उनका जो cellular envelope है, cell के surrounding जो membranes है, जो layers है, they are highly complex. A cell envelope consists of tightly bound 3-layered structure. How many layers are found surrounding the cell? So basically a cell envelope is a 3-layered structure. In that 3 layers, the outermost layer is called as glycocalyx, the middle layer is called as cell wall, and the innermost layer is the plasma membrane or cell membrane. Cell envelope is divided into how many layers? 3 layers. Which are those 3 layers? So outermost layer is glycocalyx, middle layer is the cell wall, and innermost layer is the plasma membrane. Which is the innermost layer? The plasma membrane. Although each layer of the envelope, it forms a distinctive function, they together act as the protective unit. Are you getting my point? What is it said? Okay, though there are 3 different layers, right, and each layer will perform the distinct function. Each of these layer will perform their own particular function, but all these layers together work as the protective unit. Okay, साथ में ये सब लेयर एक सिंगल यूनिट की तरह वर्क करते हैं एंड दे प्रोटेक्ट द बैक्टीरियल और प्रोकैरियोटिक सेल. ईच लेयर इंडिविजुअली उसका कोई फंक्शन होगा, बट साथ में जब ये काम करते हैं तो बेसिकली ऑल दिस 3 लेयर्स वर्क टुगेदर and provide protection to the prokaryotic cell. Now, bacteria are classified on the basis of the Gram stain. So, classification of bacteria on the basis of the Gram stain. Bacteria can be classified into 2 groups on the basis of the differences in the cell envelope and the manner in which they respond to the staining procedure developed by Gram. Gram is one of the scientists. So Gram, he classified the bacteria on the basis whether the cell envelope यानी जो सेल का outermost part है वो Gram stain से इफेक्ट होते हैं या नहीं. So on that basis Gram divided the organisms into 2 categories. Those bacteria that take up the Gram stain are called as the Gram positive bacteria. जो बैक्टीरिया ग्राम स्टेन को लेते हैं यानी ग्राम स्टेन से वो कलर हो जाते हैं. So basically Gram stain is colored stain is a chemical which provides or which imparts color to the cell. So जो बैक्टीरिया ये ग्राम स्टेन से स्टेन हो जाते हैं, कलर्ड हो जाते हैं, they are called as the Gram positive bacteria. And those that do not take up the Gram stain are called as the Gram negative bacteria. यानी क्या बोला है, जो बैक्टीरिया ग्राम स्टेन से कलर नहीं होते हैं, those bacteria are called as the Gram negative bacteria. Now students, cell envelope. How many layers are there in cell envelope? 3 layers. Outermost layer is glycocalyx, middle is cell wall, and interior is the plasma membrane. So first of all, let us deal with the glycocalyx. Glycocalyx, it differs in composition and thickness among the different bacteria. Okay, अभी ये जो glycocalyx है उसका जो composition है और वो layer की जो thickness है that is different in different types of bacteria. ये glycocalyx will be found in two forms, either of the two forms. One is the slime layer and another one is the capsule. So glycocalyx either will occur in the form of slime layer or it may occur in the form of the capsule. So what is slime layer? So it could be a loose sheath called as the slime layer. Agar glycocalyx is occurring in the form of a loose sheath that can be easily removed, then it is called as a slime layer. But if it occurs in the form of the thick and tough layer, then it is called as the capsule. So basically अगर glycocalyx का layer thick and tough है, it is thick as well as it is tough, then it is called as the capsule, and if it occurs as a loose sheath, then it is called as the slime layer. So in two forms glycocalyx occur, either in the form of slime layer or in the form of the capsule. Now inner to the glycocalyx is the next part, that is the cell wall. So what is the function of the cell wall? The cell wall determines the shape of the cell, so it imparts the shape to the cell as well as it provides a strong structural support to prevent the bacterium from bursting or collapsing. वो क्या करता है, एक तो बैक्टीरिया को शेप देता है एंड another function of the cell wall is it prevents the bacteria from bursting or collapsing. वो बैक्टीरिया को burst यानी rupture नहीं होने देगा. So these are the two important functions of the cell wall. And lastly, the innermost structure is the cell membrane or plasma membrane. So plasma membrane is selectively permeable in nature and it interacts with the outside world. Now, what is permeable? What do you mean by permeability? Permeability is the movement of the substances through the membrane. Suppose ये membrane है, okay. ये membrane से substances की entry and exit, what is that called as? It is called as the permeability. Movement of the substances through the membrane or across the membrane is called as the permeability. Now, there are four types of the membrane on the basis of permeability. One is the permeable membrane. Permeable membrane ऐसी membrane होती है जो एवरी सब्सटेंस को वो मेम्ब्रेन से पास होने देती है. ईच एंड एवरी सब्सटेंस कैन पास थ्रू द परमिएबल मेम्ब्रेन. देन देयर इज अनदर टाइप ऑफ द मेम्ब्रेन कॉल्ड एज द सेमी परमिएबल मेम्ब्रेन. सो व्हाट इज सेमी परमिएबल मेम्ब्रेन? अभी सॉल्यूशन में दो टाइप के सब्सटेंस होते हैं, राइट? सोल्यूट्स एंड सॉल्वेंट. सो ऐसी मेम्ब्रेन जो सिर्फ सॉल्वेंट को क्रॉस करने देती है, सोल्यूट को क्रॉस नहीं होने देगी, सच मेम्ब्रेन इज कॉल्ड एज द सेमी परमिएबल मेम्ब्रेन. आर यू गेटिंग माई पॉइंट? व्हाट इज सेमी परमिएबल मेम्ब्रेन? सिर्फ सॉल्वेंट को क्रॉस करने देती है, सोल्यूट क्रॉस नहीं होगा. एंड देन इज द सिलेक्टिवली परमिएबल मेम्ब्रेन. What is a selectively permeable membrane? It allows all the solvent to pass and few solutes, यानी जो selected solutes होंगे उनको ही पास होने देगी. Are you getting my point, students? सेमी परमिएबल और सिलेक्टिवली परमिएबल में डिफरेंस क्या है? सेमी परमिएबल में सिर्फ सॉल्वेंट क्रॉस होते हैं एंड सिलेक्टिवली परमिएबल मेम्ब्रेन ऐसी मेम्ब्रेन है कि जहाँ पे हर कोई सॉल्वेंट पास होगा बट फ्यू सोल्यूट्स, फ्यू इम्पॉर्टेंट सोल्यूट्स विल ऑल्सो क्रॉस द मेम्ब्रेन. So plasma membrane is which type of membrane? It is a selectively permeable membrane which allows the entry of all solvents and the selected solutes. And the last type of the membrane is impermeable membrane, जो कुछ भी वो membrane से कुछ भी क्रॉस नहीं हो सकता. So plasma membrane is a selectively permeable membrane which allows the movement of all the solvent and few solutes. And this membrane interacts with the outside world. Outside world यानी जहाँ पे बैक्टीरिया रहने वाले, उधर से एंट्री एंड एग्जिट ऑफ द मटीरियल, क्या सेल के अंदर जाएगा, क्या सेल के बाहर आएगा, that will be decided by the cell membrane or plasma membrane. This membrane is similar to the eukaryotic. So structure of the plasma membrane will be similar to the structure of the eukaryotic plasma membrane. So यूकैरियोट्स में प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन का स्ट्रक्चर कैसा है वो हम बाद में देखेंगे. So ये टाइम पे you will get cleared idea about the structure of the plasma membrane. Now मैंने बोला कि प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन के मॉडिफिकेशंस है, जैसे हमने देखा मीसोसोम्स. So a mesosome is a modification of the plasma membrane. A special membranous structure is the mesosome which is formed by the extension of the plasma membrane into the cell. Suppose ये plasma membrane है, okay? Plasma membrane के बाहर क्या होगा? There will be cell wall. And cell wall के बाहर क्या होगा? There will be the layer called as glycocalyx. Okay? Now this is a cell membrane. ये सेल मेम्ब्रेन के सर्टन रीजन्स पे इनफोल्डिंग्स है, एंड दिस इनफोल्डिंग्स ऑफ द प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन और सेल मेम्ब्रेन आर कॉल्ड एज द mesosomes. What are they called as? These are called as the mesosomes. Now ये जो एक्सटेंशंस है, ये जो इनफोल्डिंग है, आइदर वो वेसिकल्स के फॉर्म में होंगे, दिस आर कॉल्ड एज द वेसिकल्स, आइदर दे ट्यूब्स के फॉर्म में होंगे, ट्यूब्यूल्स के फॉर्म में, और दे विल बी इन द फॉर्म ऑफ द लेमिला. सो ये एक्सटेंशंस के 3 वैरायटीज है. आइदर वेसिकल्स, वेसिकल्स ऐसे स्ट्रक्चर है, आइदर ट्यूब्यूल्स जो ट्यूब लाइक स्ट्रक्चर है, एंड लेमिला इट मीन्स लेयर्ड स्ट्रक्चर है. ओके, so mesosome is basically a specialized membranous structure which is formed by the extension of the plasma membrane into the cell. Into means towards the inner side of the cell. Now what are the functions of mesosomes? ये mesosomes का काम क्या है? They help in the cell wall formation. सेल वॉल होता है बैक्टीरिया में, तो ये सेल वॉल बनाता कौन है? ये mesosomes. दे हेल्प इन डीएनए रेप्लिकेशन, यानी डीएनए रेप्लिकेशन, नई कॉपीज डीएनए की बनाने के लिए हेल्पफुल हो गए, एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन टू द डॉटर सेल्स, यानी जो नई डीएनए बनी वो डिवीजन के टाइम पे दूसरे सेल, नए सेल्स जो बने उसमें डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होना चाहिए. सो द डीएनए का डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन इनटू द डॉटर सेल, इनटू द न्यूली फॉर्म सेल आफ्टर द सेल डिवीजन, उसके लिए भी मेसोसोम्स प्ले द इम्पॉर्टेंट रोल. दे ऑल्सो हेल्प इन रेस्पिरेशन, क्योंकि वहाँ पे एंजाइम्स होती है. दे हेल्प इन द सिक्रीशन प्रोसेस. दे हेल्प टू इंक्रीज द सरफेस एरिया ऑफ द प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन एंड एंजाइमेटिक कॉन्टेंट. सो रेस्पिरेशन, सिक्रीशन, वो सरफेस एरिया, सपोज ये प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन है, ये उसके इनफोल्डिंग्स है, तो ऑफकोर्स ये प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन का एरिया क्या होगा? इंक्रीज होगा. And they also contain the enzymes which are helpful in the process of respiration and other activities. So this was one of the modification of the plasma membrane. Another modification is in the form of the chromatophores. Now students, chromatophores are not found in all the prokaryotic cells. They are found in certain prokaryotic cells only. So in some prokaryotic cell like cyanobacteria or blue-green algae, there are other membranous extensions into the cytoplasms which are called as chromatophores, and these chromatophores contain the pigments. So basically जो prokaryote जिसमें pigments होती है उनमें दूसरे extensions बनते हैं. Suppose ये cell wall membrane है, so in certain bacteria, in certain prokaryotic दूसरे extensions भी होते हैं जिसको बोलते हैं chromatophores. Basically they are found in cyanobacteria और blue green algae and ये chromatophores का काम क्या है? So यहाँ पे pigments होती है, like it will contain chlorophyll or other such pigments. So chromatophores are found in certain prokaryotes like cyanobacteria जिनका काम क्या है? Which contains the pigment. So that was regarding the cell envelope. Now another structures found in prokaryotic cell are flagella, pili and fimbriae. So first of all let us study flagella. So bacteria either they may be mobile or they may be non-motile. Bacteria either move करेंगे या they will be static. अगर bacteria motile है, that is if bacteria are motile, then they have the thin filamentous extensions from their cell wall and these extensions from the cell wall are called as the flagella. Say for example ये cell membrane है, ये cell wall है and outer layer कौन सा है? Glycocalyx. So if bacteria are motile then उनके cell wall में से बाहर की तरफ extensions निकलते हैं जो thin होते हैं and these extensions are called as the flagella. What are these extensions called? They are called as the flagella. Okay, and what is the function of flagella? Flagella help in the motility, they help in the movement. Now they show the range in number and arrangement of the flagella. So bacteria में number of flagella and how these flagella are arranged, that are variety of types. They may flagella का number एक हो सकता है, it may be two, it may be many, and where are they arranged, that is different in different types of the bacteria. Bacterium flagellum is composed of three parts. अभी ये flagella के three parts है. One is filament, another one is hook and lastly basal body. So there are three parts of the bacterial flagella. First is filament, second is hook and lastly basal body. And ये जो longest part है flagella का, that is called as the filament, which extends from the cell surface to outside. यानी ये जो बाहर की तरफ अपने को दिखता है, that is what part? It is the filament. It is the longest part of the flagella. Now, apart from flagella, there are two other structures found on the cell surfaces and they are pili and fimbriae. So, besides flagella, the two other structures called pili and fimbriae, they are also surface structures of the bacteria but do not play the role in motility. Very, very important. फ्लैजेला जो है वो मोटिलिटी में हेल्पफुल हो गए. फ्लैजेला के अलावा दूसरे एक्सटेंशंस भी होते हैं कॉल्ड एज पिलाई एंड फिम्ब्रिए, बट दिस पिलाई एंड फिम्ब्रिए डू नॉट प्ले द रोल इन द मोटिलिटी. उनका मूवमेंट से कोई भी फंक्शन नहीं है. दे प्ले द डिफरेंट फंक्शंस. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल पिलाई. Pili are the elongated tubular protein structures which are made up of specialized protein. So pili कैसा structure है? Tubular structures है. And उनका वो किसके बने हैं? They are made up of the protein. Now there are different types of pili जो अभी डिटेल में अभी आपको ज़रूरत नहीं है. But one of the type of the pili is the sex pili. And ये जो sex pili होता है, they play the important role in the sexual type of the reproduction in the bacterial cell. Sex pili, pili के different forms होते हैं. One of the form is sex pili and जो sex pili होते हैं, they play the important role in the sexual type of reproduction in the bacterial cell. Next extension is fimbriae. Fimbriae are small bristle like fibers. जैसे टूथब्रश के ब्रिसल्स कैसे होते हैं, सो सेम वे ऐसे ब्रिसल्स होते हैं which sprouts out of the cell. They are small bristle like fibers which sprouts from the cell. Now the general functions of the fimbriae is they are known to help to attach the bacteria to the rocks in the streams and also to the host tissues. बैक्टीरिया को अटैचमेंट के लिए, एडहियरेंस के लिए, सो बेसिकली फिम्ब्रिए प्रोवाइड्स द अटैचमेंट to the bacterial cell to different surfaces. अगर बैक्टीरिया बेसिकली हेट्रोट्रॉफिक है यानी वो होस्ट बेसिकली सम ऑफ द बैक्टीरिया आर पैरासाइटिक. सो पैरासाइटिक बैक्टीरिया को होस्ट के साथ अटैच होना ज़रूरी है. सम बैक्टीरिया आर फाउंड अटैच टू द रॉक स्ट्रीम्स. सो अटैचमेंट के लिए जो स्ट्रक्चर्स हेल्पफुल होते हैं दे आर द फिम्ब्रिए. So these are the three extensions which are found outer to the cell. First is the flagella which helps in the motility. Second one is pili which are tubular structures made up of protein, and lastly fimbriae are the small bristle-like structures which are found on the cell surfaces. Now I told you that the only organelle found in a prokaryotic cell are the ribosomes. So ribosomes are associated with the plasma membrane of the cell. So basically ribosomes किसके साथ attached है? They are attached to the cell membrane or plasma membrane of the cell. उनकी size they are basically 15 to 20 nanometer in size, and these ribosomes they are made up of two subunit. Ribosomes दो parts के बने हैं. One is 50S part and another one is 30S. S is the Swedberg unit. Sedimentation rate से उसकी size decide की गई है. So there are two sub units. One is 50S subunit and another one is 30S. लेकिन ये दोनों साथ में ऐड करके 80S नहीं होता है. When present together form 70S prokaryotic ribosomes. दो सब parts है, दो units है. One is 50 and another one is 30. But when this occur together it is called as the 70S. ये दोनों का addition करके 80 नहीं याद रखना है. What is the function of the ribosomes? They are the site of the protein synthesis. Protein का formations कहाँ पे होता है? On the ribosomes. Now prokaryotic cell में very important thing is several ribosome में attach to the single mRNA and form a chain called as polyribosome or polysome. Now ये आप लोग देखोगे कि प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस का प्रोसेस कैसे होता है. सो बेसिकली अपना जेनेटिक मटेरियल किसके फॉर्म में होता है? मेनली डीएनए. डीएनए फिर क्या बनाता है? डीएनए में बेसिकली डीएनए खुद प्रोटीन्स नहीं बना सकते हैं. सो डीएनए की इंफॉर्मेशन कॉपी होती है. वो कॉपी करके क्या बनता है? एमआरएनए. एंड इट इज़ द एमआरएनए विच प्लेज द इम्पॉर्टेंट रोल इन द प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस. एमआरएनए के पास इंफॉर्मेशन होती है कि कौन से प्रोटीन का फॉर्मेशन होना चाहिए. So now this mRNA gets attached to what? The mRNA gets attached to the ribosome. So in prokaryotic cell, to one mRNA molecule many ribosomes get attached, and this chain of many ribosome attached to the mRNA at the time of the protein synthesis is called as polyribosomes or poly. Poly means many. So polysome or polyribosome means what? When many ribosomes get attached to the single mRNA molecule, it is called as the polyribosome. The ribosomes of the polysome translate the mRNA into proteins. So ये जो ribosomes होते हैं पॉलीजोम में, वो mRNA की इंफॉर्मेशन को यूज़ करके किसके हेल्प फॉर्मेशन के लिए हेल्पफुल होते हैं? प्रोटीन्स के. So that is regarding the ribosomes. Now I told you the peculiarity initially is the presence of the inclusion bodies. So basically what are inclusion bodies? So basically they are the reserve storage granules के जो extra food को store करते हैं वैसे structures. So reserve material in the prokaryotic cells are stored in the cytoplasm in the form of the inclusion body. जो reserve material है, जो extra material है, वो store होता है, and जहाँ पे store होता है ये structures को बोलते हैं inclusion bodies. These are not bound by any membrane system and lie free in the cytoplasm. They are not. Inclusion bodies are not surrounded by any of the membrane. They will be found free in the cytoplasm. Now there are different types of the Inclusion bodies, example is phosphate granules which help in the phosphate storage, साइनोफाइसिन ग्रेन्यूल्स जो नाइट्रोजन और कार्बन को स्टोर करता है, एंड ग्लाइकोजन ग्रेन्यूल्स विच स्टोर द ग्लाइकोजन, एंड ये जो स्टोर्ड ग्लाइकोजन होता है लेटर इट गेट्स कन्वर्टेड इनटू ग्लूकोज एंड इट प्रोवाइड्स द एनर्जी टू द बैक्टीरियल सेल. Apart from these storage granules, there are certain gas vacuoles which are found in blue, green and purple and green photosynthetic bacteria. So certain bacteria, certain prokaryotic cells like blue green bacteria, purple bacteria और green bacteria, उनके अंदर गैस वैक्यूल्स होते हैं, एंड दिस गैस वैक्यूल बेसिकली प्रोवाइड्स buoyancy to the cells. They allow the cells to float freely within the water. So gas vacuoles का काम क्या है? To provide the buoyancy to the cells. So this is regarding the inclusion bodies. So students, this is the detailed structure of the prokaryotic cell. I end my lecture here. In the next lecture, we will be studying in detail each and every organelle which is found in the eukaryotic cell. Thank you, students.